3 months. That is how long it sat there, in a place I had no reason to look and every reason to have looked if I had been paying the kind of attention that the people we love deserve from us. 3 months of that message existing in the world without me knowing it existed. 3 months of her having said something final and complete and entirely honest into a silence she trusted would eventually be broken by me finding it. She knew I would find it. She had placed it with enough intention that finding it was inevitable. What she had not controlled and perhaps had not tried to control was when, and the when turned out to be 3 months after she was gone. 3 months after the leaving had already settled into something permanent. 3 months after the window for anything the message might have changed quietly and completely closed. My name is Sheikh Hamdan, and reading something someone meant for you 3 months after they meant it for you is a specific kind of grief that I did not know existed until it happened to me. I found it on an ordinary day. That detail matters because it is the contrast between the ordinariness of the finding and the weight of what was found that made it so difficult to absorb. Nothing about that day had prepared me for it. I was not in a reflective state, was not moving through the kind of mourning that makes a person feel open to something significant. I was simply moving through a space, and something caught my attention that had not caught it before. Something placed with a deliberateness that became apparent the moment I saw it. Her handwriting, my name, and underneath my name, the specific way she had always written it that was different from how anyone else wrote it. That difference, that tiny private distinction, hit me before I had even processed that I was holding something I had not been holding 2 seconds earlier. The message was not long. She had never been someone who needed length to say something complete. She said what she had come to say in the precise amount of words the saying required, and then she stopped. And what she said was not about the ending, was not a final accounting of everything that had gone wrong or a last attempt to make me understand something I had missed. It was simpler than that, more devastating in its simplicity than any complexity could have been. She wrote about a single moment early in our time together, a moment I remembered, a moment that had meant something to me but that I had not known had meant something to her in quite the way she described. She wrote about it the way you write about something you have been carrying for a long time and have finally found the right moment to put down somewhere permanent. She had written it the day she left, which meant she had carried that moment with her all the way to the end, which meant that even on the day she chose to go, she was still holding something from the beginning, and she had left it for me to find when I was ready. She had trusted the timing to the space itself, and the space had held it for 3 months until the ordinary morning I finally looked in the right place, too late for it to change anything, exactly on time for it to change me.